The path to the Durg Bhandar lies through from right side of Jata Mandir. The route to Durg Bhandar may seem narrow and slippery with dense vegetation. Due to the rough terrain and the lack of railing for safety, one must proceed cautiously, sometimes needing to walk with extra care. Now here on one side there is slippery rock pathway and the deep valley, while on the other side of the path there are thorny plants. The thorns might cause scratches or harm if you are not careful, so it's advisable to wear full sleeves while traversing through this area. We are right now on the way to Durg Bhandar, and that is the fort. And we have encountered our first water tank over here on the way to Durg Bhandar. So now let's go. As we continue our journey from the peaceful surroundings near Brahmagiri, we now approach a natural rock bridge that connect to the Durg Bhandar. And to reach there, we navigate through pathways carved into the rock where steps have been cut. Now, these steps lead through the rocky terrain of the Durg Bhandar. So we have reached at this tunnel. So from Brahmagiri we have to go to Durg Bhandar. There is a natural bridge which we have to cross. But before that, this is a man-made tunnel which we have to also cross. And after that we will get that natural bridge, and then we will get on our spot, that is Durg Bhandar. So now let's go. Whenever we are getting down on these steps are very broad. So what we have to do, we have to just cross them like this. That means we have to stand in a crossway and like this. Okay. We don't have to go like that. And then after few steps, we have to change our body direction in opposite direction. Now like this. It becomes very easier to get down in this way. Descending the steps, we reach a small entry gate. Passing through it, we proceed further and outward, where we are greeted by the natural bridge. Now, this natural bridge is 250 meters long and approximately 5 feet wide, with steep drops of 1000 feet on either side. Now, walking across the bridge can indeed quite daunting, but it also offers an exhilarating experience, allowing you to immerse yourself in the joy and beauty of nature. This is the natural bridge, which is very thrilled and exciting. On my left hand side, we can see the entire Trimbakeshwar village, and I don't know you guys can see it or not, but the Trimbakeshwar, famous Trimbakeshwar temple is there, which is also I can see very tiny from here. And on my right hand side there is this lake, and the view is very good. And now let's go further. We have to go to Durg Bhandar. The history of Brahmagiri and Durg Bhandar Fort resonates with the Yadava dynasty era. From 1271 to 1308, this fort was under the rule of King Ramdev Rao. Later, in 1487, Malik Ahmad brought this fort under Nizam Shahi rule, and finally, in 1629, it was conquered by Shahaji Raje, marking its incorporation into the Maratha Empire. On June 17, 1636, the fort fell into the hands of Mughals. However, in 1670, under the leadership of Morarji Pingale, the fort returned to Maratha rule. Eventually, the fort was captured by the Mughals again, and after that, it fell into the hands of British again. Once you complete crossing the natural bridge, you arrived at the entrance gate of the Durg Bhandar. You can observe the steps carved into the rocky face of the cliff ahead. Upon climbing these steps, you will notice a slight descent further ahead where there are two water sources or water tanks. And yes, we have to further walk from maybe for 2 minutes and then we will reach our spot. Let's go. In Brahmagiri, there is a cliff on the left side, and when you go to Durg Bhandar, there is a cliff on the right side. All this heaven, oh my god, if you fall down from here, it is totally hell. So be careful while trekking. So after walking for around 2 minutes, we have reached on the side of these two water tanks, and this is the place where most of the trekkers or campers make camp over here because the place is very good for camping. You can do pitching here, right? Because the water source is there, and anywhere else there is no water source, so therefore this is good for camping over here. So now let's go again forward. You can see from here the natural bridge, how far we have come. This marks the final stretch of Durg Bhandar, once utilized as an observation post. always very careful because this is very risky. As you can see, we can directly see the down village from this corner. So don't come running or something. Walk very carefully. And there we go. When Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj raided the area of Surat, he remained stationed at this fort. Get ready to enjoy the best of both worlds as we fuse modern drone shots with the elegance of traditional Nawari sari attire. Experience the magic of aerial views intertwined with the richness of our cultural heritage in every frame.